Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you to my video lectures on network analysis. In the last class, I took up the topic on independent sources, independent voltage source and independent current source. This is a rather idealized circuit. See, why these two are ideal? You can connect any amount of resistance and this source is going to maintain that voltage. That is, V is not depending on any factor. And similarly in this diagram, I, you can connect any amount of resistance, it is going to maintain I constant. Is it possible? Then if these two are the possibilities, then no cell phone user would have gone for charging. See, cell phone user goes for charging. Why? Because the battery voltage drops as the cell is used more and more. So cell battery is going to drop. So we have to account for the drop in the source quantity. V and I are called source quantities and they are going to drop. Therefore, we have to make modification into these diagrams. If you make modifications, then it is going to be called practical voltage source and practical current source. So, how to make modification? So, in order to make modification for a voltage source, you connect a resistance. You connect a resistance. If you connect this resistance, so then what happens? This voltage is what is called as terminal voltage. That is voltage available at the terminals. This V is less than V by an amount equal to the drop across this resistance. As current is drawn from the source, there is going to be some voltage drop. This resistance is R, and if I is the current, then we have to account for a drop IR. We have to account for a drop IR. Then V is given by V is equal to V minus IR. This is what is called as a practical voltage source. So for a practical voltage source, terminal voltage small v, don't get confused with capital V and small v. Small v is terminal voltage, whereas V is source voltage. So V is equal to V minus IR. Similarly, in this diagram, we have to make a modification. The modification is, instead of series resistance, we have to connect a parallel resistance. If you connect a parallel resistance, then we have to account for some current through this resistance, and this is I, and this current which is flown here is, this current here is V, this current is this current minus this current. So that is I, this is I is equal to I minus V by R. Because V is the voltage, terminal voltage, R is the resistance, therefore current through this resistance is V by R. From I you deduct this much current, then the remaining current is what is called as I. So this is what is called as practical current source. Practical. After making modifications to these diagrams, ideal voltage and ideal current source gets converted to practical and practical current source. In the next class, I will take up transformation. Suppose if you are given a practical voltage source, how to transform it to a practical current source, or vice versa. Given a practical current source, how to convert it into practical voltage source. So in this class, I explained what is a practical voltage source and what is a practical current source. Remember these two diagrams. Thank you.